I just got to my hairdresser, just getting the hair freshened up today. Obviously just toned and like the blonde brought up a little bit, especially at the front, because I love my little like money pieces, and also cut my fringe bangs. What are these called? Just like curtain bangs kind of? No, I don't know. It's funny because I just pulled up and Georgia and I have an appointment at the same time. We usually try to coordinate ours so that we can like hang out, but I can see that she's vlogging in her car as well, which is kind of funny. Love this for us.
This is how the girls do it, right? Hey, don't think you're looking.
No, it's fine. I literally look like I have a conspiracy theory that like people can read my mind. Like, yeah. Going on a little getaway. I haven't even told you guys yet, but we're heading up to the mountains for a few days, Maleny, near the Sunshine Coast. So excited. I feel like I blend into the seats in this outfit. I look like I'm a floating head. We stopped and we got some coffee and we're just fueling up now. I've been to Maleny on a bunch of like day trips over the years. Liam and I have been a bunch of times together, but I've never stayed there for a few days. And I feel like it's just the perfect winter getaway because it's so cozy. And I think our little Airbnb has a fireplace, which is so cute. An indoor one and an outdoor one, like a little fire pit outside. But I'm just so excited to, I do have a bit of work to get done because this is kind of like a busy time of year, end of financial year for like brands and things. It can be like either really busy or really quiet depending on the brand, because some brands like don't want to do anything right at the end of the financial year and some brands want to like push sale as much as possible. So I have a little bit of work to get done, but I've tried to get majority of it done because I would love to like fully turn off my phone if possible, but we'll see what we get up to. We're only going for 2 days, so it's really not that long.
Wish you anything?
No, thank you. This is kind of like a little trip to celebrate Liam finishing exams for semester 1, or like finishing semester 1. He only has 6 months left before he's finished uni forever, which is crazy because uni has been like basically his whole life for the past like 5 years, I guess. Pretty much since we finished school. He did defer for a year and do like a Bible college diploma. Yeah, I'm excited. My favorite thing is when you just like talk non-stop and then I turn the camera on and you act like you have never spoken a word in your life. Exhibit A. We just made it to our accommodation. We're staying at this little Airbnb, which is kind of like a little granny flat. This is it, I'll show you in a second. I'll try and link it down below as well if you guys want to stay here, but look how it's just like completely off the grid, like no reception. There is Wi-Fi, which is nice, but I mean like it just feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, which is exactly what we wanted. So this is just like what we see out the front door. Up there is like the main house where the hosts live, Chris and Donna. They came in and introduced themselves. They're so freaking sweet. They gave us so much information about the property because there's like walking tracks you can do, and they told us like all of the best like places we should go see, like lookouts and waterfalls and stuff like that, which is super cool. But yeah, it's definitely pretty cold. Well, like a lot chillier here. I'll show you a little tour of the little studio space. You have a husband. But yeah, it's just this huge open room. So we have a little kitchen on one side. Super lovely. Look out the windows and you just see greenery everywhere, which is amazing. We have a little dining area, and over in the back here is a little fireplace. We're gonna try and figure this out a little bit later. And then we have the TV, couch, bed situation over here, a little study nook in the corner there. We have another little reading nook, which should be so cozy. And then we just put our suitcase there. The little laundry slash bathroom, which is also super, super nice and modern. But yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a walk. I have like one little bit of work that I still need to get done. So I'm trying to like figure out if I should do that now. I feel like we're just not gonna have any lighting left if I don't do it now. Oh, we also bought a bunch of snacks and stuff, so we can have like a little cheese platter. And I think we're just gonna cook dinner at home, like here tonight. We'll just go out and get some groceries and cook some dinner here. It feels nice to be like off the grid. I think they said it's like 105 acres. 105 acres to explore. So that might be what we go do now. Just trying to get a toad out of our way. I'm nudging it along. Oh, baby, if that jumps on me when I walk past, I will be not a happy camper. Where is it?
Somewhere in here.
Oh, I don't...
Just got him.
Well, well, are you holding him?
Yeah. Oh, right, Rachel.
I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way there. Like, where do I step after that? I need to go here, here. It looks so much bigger in person. Oh, thank you. Could I borrow your stick? Oh my gosh. Oh, amazing. Thanks, babe. Guys, we just had a little knock on our Airbnb door and our hosts came and delivered us a homemade loaf of bread. What the heck? It was warm when they first delivered it. It's not as warm anymore, but is that not the nicest thing in the world? Are you joking? And they also gave us this little breakfast platter. So it's got homemade baked beans in this little container thing, some butter, some mushrooms, tomato, and some greens over the other side. Awesome. Looks like herbs. And then some fresh eggs. Are you joking? Is this not the nicest thing ever? We were saying it kind of feels like we're staying with our grandparents or something, because it just feels like so homey. Like their house is 150 meters up the driveway, but it just feels so like homey. So Thursday was our only full day in Maleny, and so we kind of wanted to just make the most of it and just do as many things as we possibly could, obviously. So we started off the day at Shotgun Espresso, which was pretty good, and then we headed straight to Gardiner's Falls. If you're doing a day trip to Maleny, I definitely recommend checking this out. It was so much fun. The walk to the actual waterfall is literally so easy. There is a path paved, so it's not like you have to do a hike or anything. And honestly, if it was warmer or if we had come in summer, we definitely would have gone swimming because it was stunning. We ended up finding this little rope swing type of thing, and at first we were kind of hesitant. Liam tried it out first and he just like wanted to make sure it was stable, obviously, and then we just went at it and we kept swinging on this thing until our hands basically just couldn't hold on anymore. It was so much fun, literally probably one of my favorite things we did on this whole trip. Then we quickly stopped at Gerrard's lookout, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is super stunning and just a really quick stop on the way from Maleny to Montville, and Montville is where we spent like the rest of the afternoon really. Obviously we went to the classic clock shop, which I feel like I've been to so many times. I feel like you can't go to Maleny without visiting the clock shop, but it's honestly really interesting, and they have all of the clocks set at different times, so all of the little cuckoo birds, is that what they're called? All the little birds come out at different times. We honestly spent so much time just like walking around trying to guess which clock was going to have its little bird pop out next. They're just so cute. I love this place. And right next door to the clock shop they have the little chocolate shop, which of course we had to check out and take some chocolates home as well. They have so many really interesting flavors. Then we decided to check out the Maleny Botanical Gardens, and I don't know, I have mixed thoughts about this one. I don't know if it's at the top of my recommendation list. It does cost you $18 per person to just get into the botanical gardens, which is super interesting because I've never been to a botanical garden where you have to pay before. Maybe that's normal elsewhere, but in Brisbane, definitely not the usual thing. When you first walk in, this is the view, and it is truly stunning. Like the view itself is beautiful, but the further you get into the gardens, the more interesting it gets, I would say. And behold us, we have
Ancient rock formation.
ancient rock formation.
103.
What? They say that these are ancient rocks, but I'm more interested in knowing what rocks aren't ancient. Like which rocks are classified as ancient and which ones aren't.
Oh, I think it's because it's an ancient rock formation. It's a pile of ancient rocks.
How do we know that they didn't just form these rocks, just pile them on top of each other? I don't want to completely bag out these gardens because there were some spots that were super cool and we did have a lot of fun here just walking around, seeing everything. But is it worth $18 entry? I'm not completely sure, but obviously it's up to you. I don't know if I'd go back again, but it was fun to see it. We take it back. This is actually kind of cool.
Roger.
We have had such a full-on day and now we've like crashed so early. I think it's like 4:30. We left the house at like 7:30, 8 a.m. and we were out until like 2:30, which is obviously not that late, but we were just like walking and exploring and doing all sorts of things. So when we came back, we were just like wrecked. We're gonna head up to the little fire pit area. We don't think we're gonna actually do a fire because we think we're just gonna have our fireplace back here. But we just want to sit up there because it's a really beautiful view. Hopefully we'll be able to watch the sunset. Oh, I didn't know they extended. That is sick. We have these marshmallow sticks that are like part of the Airbnb. We bought some marshmallows as well so we can roast some and make some s'mores in our little fireplace later. But look at this. What? That's sick. I thought they were just really short and I was like, oh, this is gonna feel like kind of hard to not burn ourselves. But yeah, we're just gonna have a little cheese board, watch the sunset, and then come back here and make dinner a little bit later. And s'mores, of course. I said we weren't gonna have a fire up here. Here we are toasting marshmallows. We just came out and sat here to have some little snacks and then the owners of the Airbnb came out and they're like, let us start your fire, and we were like, oh no, it's okay, and they were like, no please. So we're like, if you insist, which was so nice of them. But they were also telling us, because we were asking if all the firewood comes from their property, because they have over 100 acres of property, and we noticed that there were some like trees cut down, but also you can definitely tell that they've planted so many trees as well. Like they're definitely only using as many as they need, which is so cool. And like obviously you think, duh, that's like what we should be doing, but that's obviously not what happens in many other places. But they were saying that their house is literally built entirely from wood from the property, which is just so crazy. I feel like I have just not heard of that or like seen it in person. It just seems like such a foreign concept, but because the little like drive to get from the main road to their actual house, apparently like no trucks or anything can go through that because it's just too windy and rough and whatever. And so they just had to like build it with as many materials as they could find on the land, which is just so freaking cool. And apparently the lady that owned the house before them and who I think built this house was an artist, and I can just like imagine this would be like the coolest place ever for an artist to live, because like how could you not be inspired all the time? You're literally surrounded by 100 acres of bush. So this is like the host family's house. I won't show obviously too much because it's privacy, but you can see the sunset over there. Technically the sunset's like behind where we are right now, so it's not going to be as pretty here. The sunrises should be phenomenal here, but it's still so beautiful seeing all the glow of the different colors. And then our studio is just behind the trees there. Good evening, besties. It is many hours later now. It is 6 p.m. I actually just got to the movies. I'm going to see Elvis, which I'm so excited about. I'm actually third wheeling my parents tonight. They love going to watch movies at the cinemas. I go like maybe once or twice a year. I'm just not super into movies. I don't really watch very many, so I'll only go if there's one I'm really excited about. And I'm an Elvis kid. I grew up listening to Elvis. Do I think he's necessarily a good guy? Not particularly, but I am excited to see the movie. I think Baz Luhrmann films are incredible. Can't go wrong with some Austin Butler, can you? Again, do I like what he's doing with the whole voice situation? Not particularly, but I'm just excited to have a fun night, fun Friday night. Liam's hanging out with the boys, I'm hanging out with my parents, you know how it is. But no, I'm excited. guys, happy Saturday. Liam and I are heading to the shops because we have to go get a gift because we have a first birthday today. I have never shopped for a 1-year-old before. We haven't really got a lot of friends who have got kids. I wonder if any of you guys would remember the parents. So we went to high school with the dad. His name is Brad. He was the Gather King. If you know, you know. If you remember back in the day. I think he claims that he set us up, or that he like introduced us, I guess. And he's not like wrong, really.
Maybe Cupid.
Cupid, yeah, that's actually a good one. Basically, I did graphics and I was friends with Brad. Liam did graphics, he was friends with Brad. I guess Brad kind of introduced us because of that. We were too scared to talk to each other, but because we were both friends with Brad, that's just how we started talking, really. And now Brad has a 1-year-old, which is insane. Little Estelle. So I think we're gonna try and find her some fun little baby sneakers, just so that she's like the coolest kid on the block, obviously. She's not gonna care about them whatsoever, but we got the goods. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm just about to wrap these. That's why I'm pulling them out. But are you joking? Are these not the cutest little baby shoes you've ever seen? Liam and I were in the shop and I just Googled 1-year-old foot size because I have no idea. But are they just not so cute? And yes, like she's not gonna fit them forever, but it's just fun. I feel like she's just gonna get so many toys today. So I was like, oh, what's something different we can do? But I'm gonna wrap these up and then I need to get changed because we are heading out to the party. The theme is colorful. So I'm assuming I just need to wear something colorful, but I don't really know what to wear. I also don't really have anything super warm that's colorful and I'm freezing, so we'll just see. We'll see how we go. We're ready to go. Liam's fit check. My fit check. I totally forgot that I owned this cardigan, but it's literally perfect for the theme. So I'm pretty much wearing the exact same outfit I was before with this cardigan and my pink Converse just to add a bit of color as well, but we're gonna go now. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hello my friends, it is now the next day and I just wanted to end off this vlog because I have done nothing today. Hence, have vlogged nothing today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly vlog. Sorry that it's a bit shorter than normal. I guess I was just enjoying my time away, being a little bit more present, but I hope you guys still had fun watching it. I also have, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can get everything done, I have 2 more videos coming this week. I've got my June wrap up and then my July TBR. So fingers crossed we can get it all done because we're cutting it fine. I'm heading to the airport in the morning and I have a long to-do list. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that so you don't miss any future uploads. But I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.